And howdy, howdy, howdy.
Welcome. And so far, so good, right, Kai?
So far, so good. You haven't locked up yet.
I haven't locked up yet.
Next week, there will be a pool. I'm going to draw up a grid, and you can bet what minute he's freezing up.
Bet the minute that Random's feed freezes up, and you'll get a prize. I might have a cool prize that I can give out that might be kind of fun to give out. I was just thinking about that. My son and some of his buddies started a coffee company. So I'm going to be getting some of those samples through. That'd be a fun thing to give away.
A coffee company.
Yep, they started a coffee roasting company.
Which son is this?
The middle one. The one that's in California.
I thought he was a lawyer.
That's the one in, that's the other, he's in Salt Lake.
Can you keep your kids in one place for a while so people can catch up?
Okay, they were both in California. Remember, I moved one and moved him back. This one I only had to move two, and he's been moving himself. So the last two moves they moved themselves. So that's all good. Okay, are we live?
Yeah, we should be.
Why
I'm seeing us on two monitors here.
Well, why is my feed not showing a live feed?
Well, must be your feed that's froze up.
It's the 28th, right? All right. Okay, I'm going to click on this one. It says upcoming. It's there. All right. Maybe
are we there yet?
This is the minute my monitor freezes up. The minute I pop out the chat. Because it seems like that's when it happens, when I pull out the chat feed. Okay, there we go. I just want to be able to see everything and then actually comment on stuff through the chat.
Well, speaking of chat, let's see who we got here. Yellow Rose Drones, first one in. Lee McCready, second guy. Howdy. Howdy, Lee and Lee. And then we got Brent eating more possum, and Chris, Sunrise Florida Media. Little Bully says hi. Little Bully is the little analog quad I gave him, I guess. It's still alive. And then we get One Vision, who has a quadcopter again. I saw his post on social media.
So he's back in action.
Yeah, and a little FPV quad. So
I am 100% operational. Everything I have flies, which is quite unusual. Everything can fly.
You know, all you have to do is chunk it hard enough.
Yep.
It'll fly.
Yeah, there's a few folks out there. I seen Droning. I've been following Droning about Ireland, and he has got himself a Nevada. And there's nothing more fun than watching somebody that's never flown that thing and just ripping through a park. It is fun to watch, and it's good video to watch. It's fun to watch. Droning about Ireland. I've been watching him lately. I'll see if I can drop him a plug.
Dustin, what kind of camera are you needing for that FPV quad? I happen to have an analog camera floating around here somewhere. If I can contribute that to the cause, I will. And your son, was the coffee company. Coffee's good for everything.
It's a startup. It's just a little startup.
No. Coffee's good for anything, even stupid people. You just got to throw the mug hard enough.
They came up with the idea. They're piggybacking off of an established business that one of his friends' parents are. They already have a business that's a brick and mortar business. So what they're doing is making an online presence for him. So I thought that was good.
Whoa! Hold the presses. Hold everything.
Oh,
BMAX in the house.
BMAC aerial visuals just dropped in to say hi.
Well, hello there, fella.
And don't forget to drop some love.
But the frame is demi-bot. Okay. What does that mean? Is a 14 mil or 19 mil camera that you need? Because I'm pretty sure I've got some old analog cameras floating around here somewhere. Somewhere in me stash. Ta-da! Found one. It's a run cam. Has a recording board on it.
Don't be a bum. Get the thumb. Here, let me put that in there. Get that down right there. There we go.
Oh no, that is not analog camera. This is the one that came off the P16. But here's a run cam. If you have use for it, let me know. Well, let's break out the old slide calibers. I would say this is a 19.
You don't want to borrow mine?
No, I want my fancy ones here.
You want one that you can actually read? Hey, digital calipers are not even calipers.
It's a 14 mil camera, but it's got the 19 mil adapter thing with it. So
19. That's what One Vision said.
And it'll probably record in 1080p or something. That.
So I'm
Dustin, if you want it, shoot me your address and I'll get in the mail back for you.
I'm looking at the FPV Freedom Coalition site.
Yeah, they had in conjunction with the what's the Flight Test Community Association, which Flight Test, he's got a big FRIA on his spread up there, issued a call to action today. And I am going to copy and paste that into the chat. So everybody can join in on that action. I just got a notification that I'm live on my YouTube channel.
That took a while. I think it was a little bit delayed.
Yeah, thank. Oh, Fran's got project going. Start wiring the pig sock. Got to figure out how to configure serial port and S bus for Vista for VIT and control. Documentations exist, but it's short on details. So he's building one of those monsters like you have in your garage from way back in the day.
He's using a real flight controller for sure, though. I think I would start with, I would go to Painless 360. He's pretty good. He's got some stuff out about the PICSOC, the newer stuff, the 2023 stuff. He's already on that. Painless has always been probably the best place to go for a lot of that.
We got Sergio.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where that goes. I've every once in a while I'll see one of those big ugly birds show up, because that's our roots. That's where our roots are. Most of us were, most people that were kind of getting serious into the hobby were flying planes, and then they started to build the quadcopters from the kits and the random parts.
Well, speaking of planes, my heart goes out to the fellas up in Canada. Their our model flying club up there got yanked their exemption, so they now have to adhere to all the laws.
Oh, that's too bad.
But to get back to this call to action, flight test community and FPV Freedom Coalition are trying to press Congress into upping the exemption from 250 grams to 1,000 grams. So that would mean most of our 5-inch quads would still not require remote ID. So, and Mikey is here too. So we got both of them, Sergio and Mikey. They're tag teaming us.
I'm trying to see if they have their new stuff on here, and I'm surprised they don't have that as like a banner for their site. I'm probably maybe in their Discord. They've got a Discord too. But this was my first to know them or to see these guys. So I'm going to save those guys in my bookmarks. Put them with the rest of my stuff. Yeah, I've been kind of cleaning up. That's my new thing right now, is cleaning house, organizing, getting things flying.
I mean, you actually took a bath?
Yeah, I took a bath, and I have a new respect and enjoyment for the Action 2. There is definitely, and I think you hit it on the head way back when it first came out. The biggest frustration, Kai, you tell me, what's the biggest frustration with this?
Storage space.
There you go. Okay, so storage space, and then you basically have two
battery life.
You can fly it twice, and then battery life. Yeah, and then you either got to hook up to your phone, and then you got to repower. But as far as video is concerned, it's superb. So this was I was very happy. Excuse me. Oh man.
Yeah,
I need to have a
So we kind of touched on a little bit last week, but
All right, I'm back.
we got new hardware in the house.
Oh,
$20 frame.
oh, that's right. That's your Armatin frame.
No.
There was
What's
my
this thing
big
called
purchase
again?
right
The
there.
Bobcat, I think.
That's my big purchase right there. We're turning Mr. Croc into
$15.99.
yeah, we're going to turn Mr. Croc into ELRS. He'll be our first subject. Yeah, happy model comes with a two. Now, what's the range on the?
I'm having my eye on that, Mike. I'm definitely having my eye on that thing. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it.
Is that Pirat or Pirate?
Pirate.
Pirate.
It's Pirate Drone sells them.
Why am I saying Pirat? The way it's spelled. That how it's really spelled?
Pirate.
Yeah, because pirates, yeah, with an E, right? But yeah, I'm excited to get into the world of the Real Man controller. But it was good. It was a good weekend for flying. And I don't feel pressure right now, which is kind of nice to do anything because there's really nothing to do. Unless I wanted to go buy a Potensic. I found one of those for like $170. They're getting so cheap.
Go. Share that screen.
Uncle Bill's in the house.
Here we go.
You can, yeah, there we go. Full screen. And
I'm looking at this one right here, the little matey. I'm thinking this could be fun.
Good fun compact frame.
Fun little project. Little 3.5 inch.
Yep, that's the magic. That's the magic weight. The magic weight of 3.5 inches. Any more is just a waste.
Well, this one is a 4 inch.
You trying to get one up on them? 1/2 inch up on them?
Well, I'm going to have to can the 7 inch project for a little bit. Because I've got this to build. I still have that ZOHD drift in the closet I need to build. I still have this little 2 inch thing that I'm needing to build. I got too many projects.
You get to focus on that 7 inch, man.
Yeah. I finally figured out what motor to use. $36 a piece.
Oh, okay. I got you there.
Okay. Frame is $100 and some.
Yeah, that's a pricey project.
I got a flight controller, but I need the ESC to go with it. And yeah, it's I got 3 other projects in the pipe here that I need to finish up first. And Maddie is in the house.
On the receivers for the for ELRS, when you buy the receiver with the I obviously I didn't buy that because with the ceramic antennas, what kind of range do they get out of those? Obviously, they're not made for long range flight.
I've got a ceramic antenna in the 4-inch shocker, and I haven't run into any issues, but I really haven't gone out there with it either.
Right. I'm just curious what the difference might be if somebody knew that. What if there is?
There is a difference.
Yeah.
There is a difference because that ceramic antenna will be inside the frame,
Right.
and carbon fiber is not.
And I can see why you do that, because then of course you don't have to worry about the location as much because of the antenna having to come out. But people are really creative with their antenna mounts, and you do have a lot of play. I'm just thinking putting it, where an antenna would go. Obviously, this one would be a rear facing antenna, because that's where my pigtail is. So I just got to pull the wire there.
Is right inside the nose.
Right. Okay. Yeah, oh yeah. Gotcha. See it easy. And do you have it glued in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double stick tape.
Yeah. I've got, I went and got some Gorilla tape. My biggest problem with Gorilla tape is getting it off my freaking fingers. That stuff's nasty. You get it on your fingers.
You're not supposed to get it on your fingers.
Just trying to get, that damn thing off my fingers. Oh, I gotta move my camera.
And Bob Casey. We got a full house tonight.
Hey, welcome. That's great. Thank you for popping in. I think Tuesdays are working out pretty good. Tuesdays are working out pretty dang good. I actually look forward to Tuesday way more than Friday, just because of the stream. Kind of starts out like it's just Tuesday and work, and then kind of builds, and then we've been having pretty good material. Even with the lack of material, the FPV world has got pretty much most of the action is going on there.
I have another ELRS receiver here.
And it's nice that they're not that pricey. That's, for, $20, whatever shipped.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking forward to that.
I'm really starting to dig this thing now.
So when I switch over from on my Mr. Croc, I basically just have to go into Betaflight once I put that new receiver on, right? And then switch out the UART location to whatever.
Actually, the UART stays the same. May stay the same.
Right,
I don't know.
where?
Well, on your on the long range, it would be the same. On Mr. Croc, I don't know. We'll have to look at it.
Because he has his own, like I said, I just was curious because since they're both hooked up, and there's a pigtail.
No, you disconnect the air units.
So you have to take, okay. So I have to take off the.
You just pull the pin out of the plug that plugs into the back of the air unit.
Which was that one then? The white one?
It would be yellow and black.
The yellow wire. Yeah. Right. How buggy. I was just curious about I was thinking about, okay, you got two flight controllers now connected. One's got a give, but and you were saying
not flight controller, receivers.
Receiver? Yeah, I'm retarded. And this one you're saying is probably not. I'd have to do the same thing with, right?
On that one, you would actually have to desolder the black and yellow wire, and then use that UART to hook up the ELRS.
That's a bigger project.
You only have 3 UARTs on that flight controller. Now, right now, we're using one for your GPS, one for the video, and one for the receiver.
Very impressed with that, though. That is for the weight and inefficiency of this thing's a heavy freaking beast. That little one, you put the right battery in that thing, you could fly for days with that thing. Because you don't have that whole weight of extra camera. I mean, that's another almost 200 grams you get rid of. But even if you take off the GoPro, naked GoPro, which of course is giving you're losing aerodynamics with that. You're adding a little bit of weight, 100 grams, right? What's a GoPro, naked GoPro weigh? Probably less than that. Probably 60 or 70.
Well, naked GoPro is heavier than Action 2.
Oh, really? I'm trying to think of where the weight would be. I guess because you got a bigger enclosure. You got the big electronic board in there. You got a bigger lens. But yeah, Action 2 does its deal. If you want to get a good one, one off on that thing, it is. I mean, it's easy to throw through gyro.
One Vision or Dustin, KISS configurator is for your ESC, not for.
He says his little 2.4 antenna is small and never gets in the way.
Yep. No, never mind. KISS is alternative to Betaflight, but they're so damn similar, you can't tell the difference. Their interface is so damn similar.
These things are not intimidating until you see how small they are. You're like, oh my God, there we go again. I can do this. I can and I will.
Just take a Sunrise is saying naked GoPro 8 is about 26 grams.
26, that's light. Looks like SMO is out the door, man. There's no need for it.
No, I saw mine a while back.
There's no place for it anymore. Unless you want to shove it on top of one of your little mini. And now if you can pretty much replace your mini digitals with 03 mini digitals, which is eventually what's going to happen. Fire sale the ones that I have. Or just pull the Vistas out.
Yeah. I got a message today from Sam Burns, says he's finally got his stickers. So it took me long enough to get them out. But glad to hear you got them finally. And what else is new? I took time today and played with this thing for a bit. My little meteor, walk snail, buzzing around the house.
How'd that go for you?
Well, that does well. It does very well.
You as good as Sam Burns? You freaking ripping?
You mean Nick Burns?
Sam, Nick, whatever his name is. That's what happens when you turn into Joe Biden.
Well, it definitely worked better than
same like the compliment, though.
I got to pull up a video real quick, and I'm going to share it. Because I'd really like to get some input from everybody, see what I need to do with this, or if I even should do anything with this guy. But yeah, I about dropped my lunch the other day. actually, what was it? Sunday, I came back from the coast. And we're unpacking the truck. And I hear this very distinct noise. Let me see here.
Video of it. I know what
Come
you're
on.
talking about.
Yeah, for Pete's sake. All right, let's do it like this.
I put up a link for droning about Ireland. He was basically sitting in a really pretty park, just buzzing around with the Avata. The one thing I could say about that is, as he was buzzing around that park, believe me, people knew that Avata was in that park. It screams a little bit. Hope he didn't scare any young people, young kids.
And let's
But the video is pretty fun. Check it out if you get a minute. I like watching people when they're just new at flying something and they're starting to really get into it, and they're like, "Oh man, this is way freaking fun." It won't be long before he's got something else. I think that's a beginning. That's his crack, his drone crack. That's going to get him into the FPV
gateway drug.
The biggest gateway of all is the Avata.
Right. Copy that.
And it has a lot of crashability too, and I think that's what I like a lot about it. When I first was flying, I crashed the living crap out of it, and it's shows very few scars, and I could probably put the original props back on. But I haven't flown it recently. I've been flying these other ones. Then the biggest downfall of the Avata is it's not fast. And you know, if you don't have to worry about hitting human beings, this is way a hell of a lot more fun because you get up to 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds. And that's fun as crap.
Okay.
Still looking for it?
Well, no, I got it. I just need to bring it over to the computer.
So when I've got to do that, I throw everything into Google, and now I throw my Google Photos.
What the fuck is going on here?
I just throw it into my dad random account in Google Photos. And that's usually what takes care of it. I'll take all those file photos and just throw it in there. So at least it's in a format where it's not going to kill my computer. But yeah, I've been having a good time. And like I said, my next journey is right there. This is the next journey. So
all right.
All right, here he goes.
So I live within a mile of San Antonio International Airport. And I hope it'll show up in this video, but you see it right there in the middle. Can you make it out at all?
Let's see if I can get that here.
No, it's hardly showing in that stream.
I'm looking hard.
Yeah,
oh, there it is. I see it.
StreamYard is pixeling the shit out of it.
No, you can see it. Right there.
Right there.
Yep. Just let it play now. I think you were kind of trying to capture it for a while there. That's I'm assuming that's an alien Chinese balloon.
That is actually an AR Wing Pro or AR Pro Wing, whatever.
He's way up there too. That looks like a well over 100 feet.
This is basically in line with the runway of San Antonio International Airport where he's flying. It is absolute length, 0 feet. I mean, I can get nothing here at the house.
It's so damn high too. I mean, it's people just are really that stupid, and that's
Well,
you know
my
that's
girlfriend said the other day she thought she saw a drone flying around the houses here. And then, I saw that the VTOL buzzing the defense of the airport a couple of weeks ago.
now as a I wouldn't even fly around my yard knowing we got a guy like that in the neighborhood, because usually if you want to fudge a yard flight and just at 50 25 feet and just buzz around your backyard,
Yeah.
technically no, but this guy is literally in the flight path, and it's not, there's no excuse. That's really stupid. That's literal stupidity. And that's what the FAA is fighting right now. And we all did it. Maybe not like that. I can't remember ever being so naive to think that I can fly my model planes, in a busy airspace. And yeah, that's pretty bad. And I'm hoping that the FPV Freedom Coalition is able to get the 5 inches into the fold. That would be nice. This would be a nice minimum. And this is only 170 without the battery on it, because we're getting there. The 5-inch weight is getting down there and staying capable, and that. But I think this one's above the weight that they're trying to get. This is heavy. This is at least a kilogram for sure, or more.
So here's a map. Okay. You see San Antonio International Airport right here? And he's flying right here.
Yeah, he's taking off from that school maybe somewhere.
Yep. I'm convinced he's flying from the school.
Yeah.
And there's San Antonio International Airport. What the hell do you do with a guy like that?
I don't know. You just don't. Yeah, you don't know.
Because McAllister Park, you can get lang. In this neighborhood, you cannot. It's absolute zero.
Here, let's look at another scenario. Let me show you something real quick here. I wasn't planning on this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let me share this with you really quick here. It's on the same frequency here. This map here, this is Sky Vector, and very similar but less detailed. Okay, this isn't a Google map. Now here's our airport right here. So this is our runway, the direction, everything. And then if you look at this magenta circle here, this is inside of the airport's, airport's coverage.
Class C.
Right. So now if you see this road right here, this is called River Road right there. And this right here, this dotted line is the Arizona-Utah border. Okay. So And if you look at they're right about here at this location, this is the school that I'm looking at trying to get a job. Okay. So right here, you see this corner right here that you can see my cursor. Now you can see where the airport is and you can see where the school is. And say I want to fly drones with kids there. Can you do it? Yes, I can. But I only have, I checked on a couple of different maps. I've got 100 feet right there with authorization, which is workable. I can work 100 feet if, just getting in the air and, teaching, say we're just learning, like you were saying, line of sight, flying, and even other types of flying, GPS flying. We can deal with 100 feet.
Yeah.
But you can do it. You can fly within the rules. You just got to figure out you just got to learn the rules. And that's where you get into the 107, but anyway, you can see this is, I forget the distance. This is maybe this is probably 4 miles, maybe 4. It might be, yeah. But we fly some pretty good sized planes. Now this is the approach right down below here. So planes that come in, if I'll go back out, you can see where the approaches are right here. You see where the clear area is right there. This is where the airport starts. I forget what the altitude is there. I'd have to study it a little bit more. I'm a little bit rusty, but there you can see right here's the ceiling, 10,700. But anyway, yeah, you can fly this. You can fly this airport and you can fly in this area. Now, if I was here, that drops down to 0. As you move away from there's the approaches, and then here's the flight pattern that goes around. We're outside of the flight pattern. So when planes are basically circling the land or they're on approach, they're going this direction. This is north-south. Yeah, that's the north-south. Well, not quite northeast, southeast. So, but yeah, anyway, I just thought that would be interesting to look at. But you can do it. You just gotta have a little bit. I would have known that 4 years ago. I didn't know that. And it only took me 6 months to learn. So
yeah, I'm going to pull up the before you fly here.
He says, I got sunrise.
Here's the school that he's flying from. And it says absolutely no.
Yeah.
0 feet.
Yeah, I could pull up. What do you got that on?
That's the desktop version of Before You Fly.
Okay. I think that's what I was using. I don't even I just use my apps when I check that out. But here we go. I probably need to have this bookmarked too. And it's best to use the FAA one because it's theirs and they like that kind of stuff.
I think next time he's out there, I'm going to go over there and have a little chat with them.
Well, just to help. I mean, I don't even see that as being, anything but helpful. It'd be nice to know if I was making a mistake and somebody offered me, hey, you can fly, but you got to find somewhere away from here. You got to go. I mean, it looks cool. It's got an open field and, the airport is 5 miles that way, but you might be on the approach, and that extends out when you're coming into the approaches. And that's a big airport. That's not, it's a
that's why there's the Lang system. So you can get, in areas where they're not flying.
All right. And that's why it's nice that's why I kind of want to teach it, because I feel so much more comfortable flying now. And I feel more confident in when, why, and how I fly, because I feel like, okay, I know the rules here and I understand if somebody has a discussion with me that we can have a discussion that's not emotional. It's about the facts. And that's where people get, that's where the Karens and other people, that are involved, or, that's where it gets difficult, when you get that discussion going on. And
here's how much flying we get to do in San Antonio. Randolph Air Force Base, Kelly Field, Lackland, Camp Bolas, International Airport, Stinson Field. I mean, we're just
you're in the middle of a middle of a military community. I mean, that's
I mean, and I get it, but Jesus, take an R-wing Pro that high, that close to the airport.
Yeah, that's just somebody. That's like I said, they just don't know. That's just a case of not knowing.
Camp Bolas, that's where all the medics get their field training. And Chuck's in the house. And Chuck sent me some goodies. So thank you very much, Chuck. We got some fridge magnets. We've got stickers. And more stickers. And a keychain that didn't fare so well was the post office. But I'm surprised there was anything left in the envelope. This is how that envelope arrived at my house. Pre-opened.
Oh boy. Yep, there's some filtering going on at the post office.
So thank you, Chuck. I'll repay the favor once I get my stuff in. And then we'll be doing some giveaways, and I'll be including some of your stickers in those too. Spread the love. Yeah, I mean, that's, freaking post office. You go take a letter and there's some shit in there and there's like, oh, this can't go through the machine. So you got to pay extra for it. And then they turn around and put it through a freaking machine anyway and tear it to pieces. They go, oh, sorry about that. And then you get a little plastic sleeve with some paper stuffed in it where they couldn't make out part of the address or something. And then they put an apology on it. Unfortunately, it got straight in our machine. Well, you're not alone on being hated by YouTube. YouTube don't like me too well either. Yep. Sunrise at the same thing.
Akirisho. Risho. Let me see how many names I can freaking screw up today. I'll always say it wrong.
Hey, just a natural at screwing shit up. You're gifted.
Yeah. Hardly. Hardly.
And for those that are not following my channel too close, I was out at the coast for the weekend. I had me a nice, relaxing weekend.
He's got a nice, relaxing tan.
Sunburn, yeah.
Oh, yes. You get out there and you're like, yes, I can. Even if I try to protect myself sometimes, it just happens. You just get out there and And you just,
Well, I did upload a short of some beach time for everybody to kind of enjoy. It's on the channel and in the shorts tab. So here we'll.
there's the.
Actually, we can do better than that. We can do better than that. Yeah, and then, as usual, we had our slight difficulties with the hotel room. I know, it's shocking.
Did you guys finally have a good experience with the
Oh,
decent?
hell no. Oh, hell no. So we get there and we check in. And as we're checking in, the lady at the front desk answers the phone. And she's like, no, we don't have any rooms available. Click. What the hell is this guy doing bothering me? What the hell? You're a freaking hotel. Why wouldn't somebody call you and see if you had a freaking room available? We're booked out. Like, okay.
We're booked out forever.
Noted. Went on to our room. At first glance, everything was good. Then the AC came on. Like, oh, well, we decided since the hotel was booked and there's not going to be another room available, we'll just have to deal with the AC. Well, it turned out, it cooled off enough at night where the AC really didn't become an issue. Not as much as the freaking teenage neighbors that were trying to come through the wall during the night. Well, we made it through the night. In the morning, I get up and I want to take a shower. And there's a mat in the tub. I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. So I pull that up and there's a crack. I'm not joking you. There's about a 6-inch crack in the bottom of that tub. I push on it and it opens wide. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. So needless to say,
you sure that crack wasn't there?
Needless to say, I am ticked at this point.
Oh.
And to top it off, there was also a sugar problem in that room that we didn't find out till later. So I go to the front desk and I'm like, I just tried to take a shower, but there's this huge 6-inch crack in the bottom. Oh yeah, we know we need to replace that tub. I'm like, then why the hell are you renting that room out?
Where's the water going?
Room. I'm like, that's not going to do me any good. I want to take a shower.
Where's the water going? That's my
It'll
question.
just run straight under the tub.
God.
I mean, if I were to step in that with my athletic 340 something pounds, I'd go through the blessed tub. Okay. What brand AC? I honestly don't know. Actually, I could look because I did take a video of it when it kicked in. That sucker was loud. Yeah, shit. The shit don't play back from the phone.
I can see you guys stepping in the bathtub and just going, oh, you broke it.
Yeah.
No, blame it on you. Hey, Nobody said that this tub was capable of withstanding, Andre the Giant. The more athletic version of Andre the Giant.
Well,
who was 100 pounds more than Kyle.
shit. Andre the Giant is 200 pounds more than me.
200 pounds. God. Oh, that's a big human being.
Oh,
Dirt Nap
Brockman
City,
now.
guys. If you have not watched it or listened to the podcast, Dirt Nap City, there's a lot of really interesting material on that. If you're going to go for a walk, throw your headphones in, put it on the podcast, and
Yeah.
you'll never not be entertained. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, it's the last one was the Antarctic Explorer was pretty interesting. I actually pulled up a map of Antarctica to see if I could find those places they're talking about.
I listen to a lot of heavy duty stuff, and I'm into hardcore history. There's actually a channel that's called Hardcore History, and it gets really in depth. So
Actually, Days In.
There's some new stuff that I've been listening to, and he's shortened it up. He did an episode on the Japanese that went crap. It was like 5 or 6 episodes, and they went for 2 hours at a time. I listened to all of them. And he started it out with a great hook, and he kept it going. It was great. Excellent.
Yeah, Sunrise put the link to Kelly's podcast into the chat.
If you like hardcore history, Dan Carlin. Well, Supernova in the East. At least the one on Japan. If you're into that stuff, see, I like the second.
I guess you're not going, Mikey, because I will be there.
Anyway,
especially now.
There. But yeah, if you want the short material, and like I said, the stuff that's what's nice about Kelly's material is it's about the right length, and it's interesting. They do a really good job. Just looking at just really interesting people. Yep, I can't avoid it.
He looks worried. I have no idea why, but he does.
Akarisha was talking about the tub way back there. He's saying that the water took the route of least resistance.
Yep.
Found that crack. I'm still trying to figure out where the water's going, because you take a shower, there could be 5 gallons of water going somewhere.
Yeah, it'll just run under the tub.
Yeah, I mean,
actually, the way most tubs are set up, where the drain is, you have a hole in the concrete, and it'll run into that and go into the ground below. I don't know if I could bench press both of them at the same time, but we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. We'll give it the old college try and see.
I do have a cool experiment I'm going to come into trying here. I've been having all kinds of range issues. We talked a little bit about that. Talked about antennas, and we talked about Wi-Fi and GPS issue, or basically control signal issues, mostly VTX. But I'm having a fair share of that, and I'm definitely convinced that I'm going to try some channel issues, but I'm going to definitely change my location. I mean, if you're getting that much interference, you just move. But the new O3 system can handle a lot of really heavy duty interference, and the old system not so much. So that would be if you're a FPV aficionado and you have to fly a certain area, there is a drawback to the old air unit system, especially if you're in the 5.8 gigahertz Wi-Fi band. So it'd be interesting to see, how that changes when I go to a completely clear area. So that's something I'm definitely going to do this weekend, is get out and fly in that one area where I do my long range stuff. Go back there for a couple of quick flights, fly both of these, the O3 and the old air unit, and it should be interesting to see what happens there, just to see where it goes. But not as much for video, but mostly for just, hey, where am I losing my video transmission? So there's some other cool gadgets and gizmos out there that'll be interested in looking at.
Yeah. When you by yourself, you want to be channel 3 or channels, what is that? 6 and 7.
I'm also going to bind up my V2s.
What V2s?
My V2s. My goggles V2. I got all three. I got all three sets of goggles, man.
When did you get the V2 goggle?
I bought them from the freaking neighbor. He crashed his drone and he said, "Hey, you want these?" And I said, "Sure." Brought them to my house and said, "Here." And I gave him $200.
That's a deal.
Yeah, that happened a month ago. I've been sitting on those. They're sitting in my truck right now. I was asking you about that. I think we got.
You leave them sitting in the truck. Get the sun to shine on them. That'll help the screens.
Well, I haven't seen the sun in a month, so they're still in the box.
Okay. Ben T is in the house.
Yeah, I'm really interested I'm going to fly in the same location, I guess. That'd be a good idea I've flown the V2s around there. I flew those with, when I was flying the FPV. When I was flying the DJI FPV drone, I had very little trouble with it, but I'm in a specific spot now it's a good location for flying. Like if I want to go tight or if I want to go long, I can see the far stuff, and I've got enough interesting stuff at the park to fly around. So that's what's nice about the location I'm using now, is it's just a good general place to just get the goggles on. There's nobody that likes to go there. So it's a good kind of boring place, but it's not get the greatest video. So and it's down the street. That's the key to getting flying, is just, okay, I'm going to go down the road. I'm not going to look for some kind of like awesome photographic, subject. I'm just going to go fly today. Okay. I'm not going to turn on my mic.
Yeah, got a million windows open here.
Yep.
Can't find anything anymore.
Let's see.
There we go.
I got all those people that slipped in here. Covaction. in the house. I didn't say hi to Ben either, Ben T, when he came in. And I tried that fly zone. I hope we got him. Go see who's going to spin up this year. I've actually I've kind of made the decision that I would go. I don't like big events with lots of people. I'm kind of a solitary human being.
That's all right. I'll keep an eye on you.
But I think it'd be fun. So, and not really for flying, just to hang out, say hi to people, and get away. I might bring something that flies. I don't know.
Oh, you don't need to. We got flies on there. We'll just chunk him around.
Sunrise. I don't like lots of people either. Yeah. Yeah. Just, it's not like I don't want to see and meet people. That's not the case. I mean, I'd have a good old time, but yeah, I think it'd be good. I think it's time to.
Do you mean you don't like people or they don't like you?
The other thing is getting away. That's the other thing. What month's the spin up at again? Was it August or something? I think it was August. That's the other thing, is getting away.
No, it'll be later part of October.
Oh, October, yeah. So that's the other problem, is getting away for vacation. So I have to do a slamming in and out weekend because I got to work, So
Brian wants to know if you're going to be doing live streams from the no-fly zone when the weather improves.
I don't know, man. Maybe I'll get out there. I like to be out. The weather's been really crappy. Anytime I can sit outside, I do. So yeah, it'd be fun. I've got a laptop.
What are you trying to tell me there, Sunrise?
I've got a laptop that I use when I go out there. My Wi-Fi should be good. So the quad.
I think Sunrise is trying to tell me something. I just can't put my finger on it.
He's got his mouth zipped. But yeah,
does he have his mouth zipped, or does he want me to zip mine?
I don't know. Maybe he's telling me to zip my mouth. But I think if I remember when Spin Up first started and people were just buzzing around their drones, and just kind of lazily cruising around. Things have changed a lot since then. We've turned into a bunch of either daredevils, or we stopped the hobby entirely.
Well,
hopefully something cool's out at that time. I'm definitely not going to. Okay, if I have a mini drone at that time of any kind, just to get that aerial shot of, hey, look, I was at Spin Up. Look at me down here with all my friends.
I'll rent you my Air 2S so you can get that.
That could go right. That's true. I'd like to fly some FPV though. Maybe what I really need to do is I'd like to get into the walk snail goggles. Maybe I'll have some by then. Who knows? Get into the Caddx goggles just to because I'll tell you right now, the goggles too suck ass to wear. I do not like them, but I love the brightness of the screen, but they suck literal ass to wear. I hate them.
You mean my?
Yeah, to have goggles that actually fit and adjust, and then literally that's not part of your flying experience. The older version, the goggles V2 and the first, those things are so loose. And I think with my FPVs, I actually took out the skirt and I put in the foam skirt, which was much nicer. But
I really like the walk snail goggles.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. I've heard that from more than one person, just for the fact that they were designed to fit somebody's face.
And
who the hell freaking made goggles that don't fit your face? I just makes no sense. They're way too close to your face. The new goggles, the goggles 2. I'm so sick of here trying to, if this
Their
new set
freaking naming
goggle,
convention needs to be looked at.
if DJI comes out with the goggles 2.2 2.0, the goggles
No, it'll be the goggles 2V2.
2S, the goggles SV2.
It'd be the 2V2.
Oh man, just name them what the hell they are. This is the 03 unit. This is the 2023. So let's just call them goggles 23. Then goggles 24. Can I send that to them? This is the goggles 25 for 2000. I mean, crap. How hard can it be to make it make freaking sense?
Goggles 2 are lorry approved, according to Chuck. Well, if you have a smaller face, then that's probably they probably work for you.
Yes, the goggles VV2. The goggles VV2. Goggles 2V2.
2V2.
2V2. No, write it out. So it'll be goggles TWO 2.
And then there's going to be the economy version, which is the SE. So that'll be the goggle 2V2 SE.
It's if it wasn't the freaking truth, we're not lying at all, nothing. We're the goggles V1 plus 2. Hey, we're gonna have a contest of who's gonna name the next DJI goggles. Oh, it's literally
it's a two-step program.
It is. It's ridiculous.
It's a two-step program. 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
And we'll buy them anyway because we don't freaking care. I'm still waiting for somebody to make a skirt that fits my face. I literally will pay $30 for those. Make a skirt that fits in there. Somebody's going to do it. They still haven't done it yet. That raises the bottom of the freaking goggles up for the freaking white man face. Okay, I got no cheekbones. Okay, I need a tilt. Gosh, it'd be so nice. Just a big freaking piece of.
I need to get a hold of the goggles too, just to be able to measure and then make a shim.
Well, Flyzone's saying you can 3D print them, but they not ones that fit. White man edition. Oh my god! We're not trying to be that way. We're trying to solve the freaking problem.
Yeah, here we go. Sunrise got it. Now we need the goggles 2 white man edition.
Oh my lord, Anglo edition. For skinny faces. I don't know. It's hard. It's just hard to anyway. There's such good goggles when you've got it, but you can't see any damn thing around the outside edges. Now that the OSD is where it is, it makes a huge difference, but they still just sit funny. And are we asking too much here? And then we got the freaking.
You already got a name for the shims. It's the white man edition shim.
Shims. RC shims. But they need to clip in though. We don't want them freaking glued in. I don't want to.
Or do we name it the Pale Rider or something?
I don't want to glue anything in my freaking goggles. I want them to fit. Just snap in, snap them. I want to say, you know what I'm saying. And then who put the freaking light sensor in there? where you freaking take your goggles off and they turn off. Everybody's taping them. You know, they're putting tape on that little sensor. Oh.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, that's enough of that.
Like I said,
Taco Tuesday.
I was flying the little Meteor here in the house today with some little 450 1S batteries.
Did you put a video up?
My little goggles.
Yeah, if you fly the Meteor around your house,
My little radio.
Boxer.
Barbara will kill me if I post pictures flying through the house.
Oh, okay. I understand. A little privacy there. That's why you got to do a well, you can't do that because then you're flying, you know, fly out your window and fly around your yard and come back in. See, Yellow Rose.
There will be a meetup in March in Canyon Lake. I haven't set a date yet.
Up, Joe Blaylock just showed up. It's time
for
him
time to go.
To name the new DJI goggles. Guys, I just got summoned for Taco Tuesday.
You got summoned for Taco Tuesday, and I'm going to get out of here too.
It's time. 10 minutes of extra time. Taco Tuesday. It worked out.
And Joe, we're not leaving because you got here.
Hey, and my stream did not crash. It did not crash.
Yeah, we made a whole stream without you crashing. That's
yes.
Applause.
It made it. I didn't run my third monitor today. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's because when I throw my TV on, maybe that's eating up some GPU. I don't know.
All right. Well, you got Taco Tuesday. I've got dinner or something.
All righty.
Joe, fuck the Leo. Howdy.
Hey, thanks everybody for joining us. It was it was nice. It was
if you don't mind, hit the thumb up a thingy there.
Yep. If you have not done it, please.
My hater is back too. I posted 2 shorts and we got.
Oh, my shorts suck ass. So I've just been throwing things up there. Well, I mean, I could go do a quick short and here's me launching my quad again. Maybe I'll just do that. I'll just do the same one every time. The power launch with the 6S. That's a good video anyway. Everybody likes those. Maybe put the Insta360 1R on there and just so you get the all right, 1RS, Insta360 1RS SR. Same thing with those guys. All righty, take it easy.
Right. Are we over the naming conventions now?
Yeah, we're done.
All right. Y'all, thank you for hanging out with us. We'll see you next Tuesday, possibly Friday, depending on what happens on Saturday. Oh, no, on Friday. Something like that. Next Tuesday for sure. Until then, y'all take care and adios.
Later. See ya. Have a good one.
How does this not work? What the hell?
I'm staying for the outro. Let's go.
Nothing's working. Well, see y'all later. Bye. Yep, that ain't working either. I guess I'm going to be here for a while. Having problems connecting. Well, what in the world? Bye, y'all.